Same old shit, just a different day. I'm clocking in and clocking out to keep the bills paid. At this 9 to 5, temporarily. If you not trying to live your dream, we are not the same. Same old shit, just a different
Greetings,
day.
Redheads. Thank you for joining me again in another edition of today's episode of Red's View. I have my partner right here again, which is DJ PM. Okay, hey, make sure you check him out. He's back here today to talk with me, and we're going to discuss and break down trap music. Trap music. We're going to define it, debunk it, decode it. We're going to do all that stuff. So we're going to get right into it, all right?
John, let's do it.
So
let's
my first thing is, what is trap music to you?
Trap music to me, damn, that's a good question. Trap music to me is any music that's like from the hustlers aspect of the dope game. Mm-hmm. To me, that's what it is. It's like from the hustlers aspect of the dope game. Okay. Because that's what the trap is, but I mean, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you can either do this or not. Like you could do it and take a chance on getting wealthy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or you could do this or not. That's why it's a trap, because it's like, it's really a catch-22. It's like you could do this, which you know is illegal. Like nobody that's in the trap thinks what they're doing is not illegal. Right. But it's like, I can either do that and take my chances, or I can struggle. Right. That's what the trap is to me. That's what trap music is to me. Like the definition of the expression of that through music. Yeah. Well, that was a great answer right there. That was very detailed. Well, you tell me, what's trap music to you? All right, trap music to me, right, is, like you said, it's a hustler's mentality. Right. But to me, it feels like the southern version of gangster music. Gotcha. In my personal opinion. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a difference between gangster rap and trap music, but to me, it was the South's defining moment of being what street music is or gangster music. And I agree with every aspect of what you said, but to me, being able to be gangster and from Atlanta in particular, you know what I'm saying? Now, you got different trap rappers, because I think it's expanded, but Atlanta is the core for it. So, which brings me to who actually started. So I'm going to start this off first. My personal opinion on who actually started, I have to give the credit to T.I. Simply because me growing up, the first person I ever heard use the term trap and relate music to it was T.I. And when he came out with his second album, Trap Music, I think it dropped in 2003 or 2004. I remember seeing that. It was like trap music, and I remember seeing him explain what it was. But at that particular time, trap music didn't have a sound. Right. It was just more like an album title, and he was calling this hood that he come from the trap. And he was the first rapper to kind of put that out there, like, okay, this is what it is. Now, I'm sure people may want to give credit to people before him, but he was the first dude I knew about that had trap music as a name. You know what's crazy? I also got to give T.I. the credit for the title at least, trap music. I mean, of course, it was rappers out before T.I. talking about this very same things that he was talking about. Mm-hmm. But I feel like he kind of like championed it on a major scale. Like he really made it like mainstream and worldwide. And it was like, because for me too, and I mean, of course, I'm not like the oldest hip hop fan, but to me too, that I can remember, he was the first person to say trap music. Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Before that, it was referred to as projects, hood, block, thug shit. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. But for me, he really was the first one to come out and just be like, yo, this the trap. This is what it is. This is the trap. After he came up with that, like, I started hearing the term a lot more. You know what I'm saying? And then after him, I feel like that's when Jeezy really took it. And to me personally, he took it and made it more about drugs. Okay. Way heavier, because you can kind of separate trap from dope boy music. Yeah. But to me, that trap or die shit. Right. He made it be like, okay, now the whole game is talking about selling dope, being a kingpin. So what you saying is, so T.I. made trap as far as just like the hood per se. Right. Yep. And Jeezy went and took it and made it more about the dope game specifically. Yeah. That makes sense like that. And so, you know what I'm saying? T.I. talked about dope and stuff, but it was more survival. When I think about
rappers who talked about drugs prior to Jeezy, most of them talked about it as a way of survival. Like when Bone Thugs rapped about selling crack on the first of the month to the fin, you know what I'm saying? They was more about survival. Like, I don't really want to do this, but I got to hustle. I ain't trying to get rich.
Right.
I ain't trying to be Scarface, but Jeezy was the first one I remember coming out on that trap shit, talking about some nigga like I'm a kingpin. After him, Rick Ross came, and then Jay-Z started amping it up more. He was already talking about it, but I feel like Jeezy was like the flagship of that, trap,
okay, so
stuff.
the first time I heard T.I. say trap was he got a song called Dope Boys. I can't remember if that was on...
That was on trap music.
Was that on trap music or I'm Serious?
I can't remember.
The Dope Boys in the Trap, nigga. The dope,
it was on
drug
one of
dealer,
those.
thug niggas. Whatever album that was on,
yeah,
that was the first time I remember him saying the words trap music.
Right.
So that's why I give T.I. credit for creating trap music.
Bet. So we got that down. So leads me to my next thing. What's the difference, since we were already talking about it, between trap music and gangster rap? Like, what do you think is the difference? Or is there a difference? Because you remember I said that Southern music, Southern hood music is what I kind of associate the trap to now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Prior to that, you had the Ghetto Boys and then you had Master P.
Right.
And you had people talking about gangster stuff. But to me, that was still gangster music at that particular time. But right now, in 2018, is there a difference between trap music and gangster rap music?
I think the biggest difference, if any, would just be the bounce. You know what I mean? Because I think the subject matter is still the same. Because Ghetto Boys was gangster rap. NWA was definitely gangster rap. Yeah. Even Bone Thugs and Harmony, you know what I'm saying, was gangster rap. Of course, theirs is more like they was the originators of like the whole rap and singing thing.
Yeah.
But it was still gangster. They still had a real gangster subject matter. Tupac had gangster subject matter sometimes.
Right.
Even Biggie with his, illustrious storytelling vibes, it was still gangster.
Yeah.
So I think what you said earlier when you was like, it's still kind of gangster rap. It's just like the South's version of it.
Yeah. And the production kind of like you said, the bounce.
And the production changed because it was more bounce to it.
Right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the dope boys in the trap, niggas.
Yeah, that's
niggas, drug dealers. Where you at, nigga? Yeah. It's like bouncing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And now you got trap beats and stuff like that.
Right. So I think if I had to say there was a difference, that probably would be the biggest difference for me, the change in production of the music.
Yeah, and I agree too, which leads me to my next thing. We're going to be talking about the producers of trap music. Now, we've had, numerous producers now. I feel like when you beat shop nowadays, like it'll say, this is Southern bounce. It'll say East Coast type.
Right.
Now you have trap beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I credit the producers like Mike Will Made It. I credit Lex Luger.
Definitely.
He was down. Like, to me, I really feel like Lex Luger was one of kind of the first ones to have a trap beat.
Right.
Because I think he was producer for mostly trap rappers at that particular time.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him. Shout out to Lex Luger. He's legendary to me, though. Because when you used to hear that nigga, Lex Luger, you know that shit was finna be hard.
Yeah. So I think that their production is, like you said, it's that gangster swag, but it gives that bounce. And nowadays, like the trap beat and the trap production is what trap music is. It used to be like, we could break it down real quick. T.I., he was a trap rapper, but to me, he isn't what a trap rapper is today. Like,
that makes sense.
Like when you think about the Migos, their production is going to be pretty standard.
Right.
T.I. was kind of like Jay-Z, working with like 6, 7, 8 producers, having different sounds on one album.
Yeah, but his main producers outside of Pharrell, cause
DJ Toomp
was always Toomp.
Yeah.
And so as far as like trap producers in that aspect, I'm gonna go a little older, you know what I mean, than Lex Luger and them. I'm gonna say Toomp.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna definitely say Shawntae Red.
What about David Banner? Well, nah,
I like a lot of...
It depends.
The thing is, I like a lot of Banner's production, but I definitely wouldn't call him a trap producer.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know if he put in enough work in that trap lane to really be a trap producer.
I guess I was just thinking of him, Rubber Band Man. And
Rubber Band, which is iconic, which is one of the biggest trap songs.
That's what I'm saying.
Ever made.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of associate it.
So, all right, we'll put an asterisk by his name.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if he actually makes the list, but we could definitely put an asterisk.
Right.
But I would definitely go Toomp.
Yeah.
I would definitely go Shawntae Red, which was Jeezy's main producer.
Yeah.
For a while.
Gotta credit him. We already said Mike Will.
Mike Will definitely.
Lex Luger, of course.
You know who we forgetting?
Who?
And I feel so terrible about?
Who?
Zaytoven.
Oh yeah, of course.
Nigga, the
Zaytoven, like
Zaytoven.
yeah. He's definitely one of those ones.
One of those pioneers. Because if it wasn't for Zaytoven, there wouldn't be no Gucci Mane.
Exactly.
Just being real. Because them. Listen, I was early on Gucci Mane, like So Icy Boy, like them, like if it wasn't like. Listen, when he was like ashy lip, big belly, before the clone,
right?
Yeah, you know,
the clone,
he was. Listen, so definitely shout out Zaytoven, man.
So, which leads me now that we brought up Gucci, we're gonna talk about some of our favorite trap rappers. Okay. Now, me personally, I'm not a big trap rap fan because you know when I heard Jeezy's stuff, it's like I started kind of feeling like okay, like I feel like you listen to what you can relate to, and it's something in you out of everything that you listen to. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like not saying that you're gonna sell drugs.
No. I get it. I completely agree.
So when I started hearing him, you know, talk about the dope game and all the other shit, I'm like, I ain't trying to sell that shit to my people. You know, like that's a little. You know, I watch a movie like that, but I ain't trying to be ride around listening to that shit, selling stuff. So you know, anyway, but we're gonna name some of our favorite ones that you would like or whatever, and I like. So I think some of the top ones of all time. I gotta give it.
How many are we doing? 3 or 5?
Let's do 5.
5. All right, cool. Go.
So I got Gucci, T.I. Shoot, I went blank that fast. Gucci, T.I., Jeezy, of course. Let me think of another one. I gotta give credit to Migos now.
Okay, Migos.
And
so you consider the Migos trap rap?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely,
all right, cool.
Definitely.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
Definitely.
Okay.
And I know what you mean by that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just give those 4 right now.
Okay.
And you give me your 5.
Okay. So my favorite trap rap.
Oh, shit, I thought about somebody. And I don't know if he's considered.
Who?
Rick Ross.
Damn, you stole mine.
Rick Ross.
Damn it.
So those are my 5.
Listen, yeah. So I don't know if it's in this necessary order, but my top 5 favorite trap rappers. Yeah. Rick Ross.
Okay.
Number 1 is definitely Rick Ross, and the reason it's Rick Ross is because, like I said, I don't know if he really sold 100 keys or he was a CO or what. I really don't give a fuck. Right. Yeah, I like his music. His ear for production, bro, is second to none. It's phenomenal. Second to none. And as far as like albums. He's the second most consistent artist, albums wise, for me anyway. Like he's only dropped 1 album that I didn't like, and that was Hood Billionaire, and that was just because he went too trappy on it. Yeah, his ear for production is second to none. Like, have you ever heard Rich Off Cocaine? Have you ever heard? Oh my God! Listen. If you've never heard Rich Off Cocaine by Rick Ross, please stop this right now. Click the other arrow, the other plus sign, open another window, listen to it right now.
What album is that on?
It's on Teflon Don.
Okay.
Or Deeper Than Rap. No, it's on Deeper Than Rap. It's on Deeper Than Rap. It's on Deeper Than Rap. Okay. Rich Off Cocaine, he's talking some kingpin shit, but the beat is so melodic.
I wonder Justice League.
It's not like it is Justice League.
See, his combination with Justice League was always
it's just so melodic, dog, and it's like, oh my God, the hook is amazing. Anyway, so Rick Ross is number 1.
Bet.
No particular order after this. Jeezy, Trap or Die changed my life. Okay. Not that I wanted to go be a kingpin in the drug game anyway, but I'm a hustler, so I relate to the hustler aspect of it. Right. And he fuck with Mississippi Heavy, so shout out to him for that. I said Jeezy. Yeah. Tip, of course. Yep. I'm Serious is like one of my favorite albums of all time. And Urban Legends is classic. Yeah, King is classic. Like, stop. Tip. Gucci.
Of course.
But I'm a real fan of old Gucci. Like, I like some of his new stuff.
But mostly what he got known for was the old Gucci.
I'm really like So Icy Boy, Sign Yourself. You know what I'm saying? When him and Waka was cool.
Yeah. You gotta respect, even I'm not like I said, like I named mine, but I'm not a fan of all theirs. You gotta give credit.
You gotta give credit what credit is due, dog. You gotta give them that credit. So what I said Rick Ross, Jeezy, Tip, Gucci,
and one more.
Who's my 5th favorite trap rapper?
I think those are like the top
Them
ones,
definitely like the top 4s.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick somebody else, I would probably pick like just to sneak him in there, like OJ the Juice Man or somebody like that. Because OJ, that half a brick, you can play half a brick in the club now,
and it's
going crazy.
Right. And is Rocco a trap rapper? And is Future a trap rapper?
Is Future a trap rapper? That's a good question.
I mean, because it just feels like Future has developed into what I call just an artist.
Yeah,
like
he's definitely an artist. Because, I mean, Honest wasn't really a trap rap album.
Yeah, it kind of was like kind of corny.
Was it Future or was Hendrix the one he was singing on also?
Hendrix.
Hendrix wasn't a trap album.
But you could classify, like if I see a Future beat, it's going to be labeled as trap.
Yeah, but he also raps about the usage of drugs a lot too. And so I think that kind of takes away from
Yeah, and he wasn't really rap about that Kingpin shit.
Yeah.
He was on some street stuff.
I mean, he talks about street life, and he definitely talks about the trap.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would label him a trap rapper. Yeah.
Anyway, so we can.
Well, that's a different list.
Yeah, that's a different one. Yeah. So, what we could say on this note, what we could get to is, who is the greatest trap rapper of all time? I mean, I already feel like I know your answer. Then I will give my answer. So,
the greatest trap rapper of all time. Pure trap rapper.
Yes. Authentic trap rapper of all time.
Gucci, man.
They got me. I mean, too.
If we talking straight trap,
that's my pick.
I mean, because like, again, Ross is my favorite of that art form. Mm-hmm. But man, when you talking straight trapping like a fool, doing nothing. Yeah. I mean, you got to go with Gucci. You
got to.
And oh my God, you know who I forgot?
Who?
Yo Gotti, nigga.
I did. Hey, look.
God damn it.
He is one of those top ones.
All right, listen.
So we got to go back
on the list. I'm taking OJ the Juice Man off my list.
And put Yo
Gotti is on there.
So y'all don't think we bullshit.
Yeah, so it's Ross, Gotti, Jeezy, Tip, Gucci.
Yeah.
God damn it, Gotti.
Because Gotti is I could say so can we say a Memphis legend or just a...
Gotti is a Southern legend. Gotti is the only artist to be like a millionaire without not the only, but he's like definitely one of the first artists to be a millionaire without a deal.
Without a big deal.
Without a deal.
He was going... Now, is Boosie? No, that's not trap.
No, Boosie is not
okay. I just wanted to make
Boosie
sure.
Is...
Yeah. He's more
Boosie's gangster.
He's gangster.
Boosie's definitely gangster.
All that.
Yeah. I wouldn't consider him a trap rapper.
Yeah.
Because he never really rapped about just being a dope kingpin. He rapped about
just
thugging,
street thugging,
straight thugging, straight.
So we can classify that. So, but I think he has my pick too.
Yeah.
Gucci Mane, because I say as far as his relevance today in 2018, he never was the king of album sales.
No, never.
But growing up in the South,
him
and Boosie were like neck for neck when it came to the club. I feel like T.I. always had a major deal.
Right. T.I.'s always had a major deal.
Gucci grinded. And even though I didn't like it, I used to be I don't like that.
Right.
But as I got older, I'm like, this nigga's still around.
Listen, that's why Gucci would be my all-time favorite too, because for one, he did so much shit on his own.
Yeah.
Like Gucci had us where I'm from, Jackson, Mississippi, singing, you know what I'm saying, trap shit about Atlanta. Like we was walking around acting like we was living in East Atlanta in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Like when I was in high school with no deal. Like he did that with no deal.
Right. Yeah.
And this was before streaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like
selling, he did like the Master P.
Yeah, like how the hell do we know Gucci Mane's music word for word, his old shit?
Right.
I'm not talking about his new shit.
Yeah.
In this streaming day and age where all you got to do is pull out a phone and put Gucci Mane.
And we're going to have an episode about that soon.
Right. Because we got to talk about that. Yeah. I'm talking about when you physically had to get a copy of a CD or download it from like Napster or some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And back then I didn't know if he was gonna last all the way.
And he has proven that he has
time again. Even when he had his so-called high points when he was did the Swizz Beatz record,
which was
and
trash.
He did all that shit. But I thought after that it was gonna fizzle out.
Right.
But he still was able to put on Migos.
Right.
He helped put on Nicki Minaj.
Right. He done put on so many artists.
And you got to give credit to Gucci right now. The trap music as we know it today centers around Gucci.
What he did,
Gucci,
definitely.
Not T.I. I give T.I. credit for opening up, and I give Jeezy credit for taking it and running with it. But Gucci was just this was T.I. and Jeezy. Gucci was like here, and I'm just gonna go. And now he done got to the point where I'm just it feels like he don't even have to put any more music out.
Yeah,
he just will always have his stance because he never went too high, never went too low.
And then again, the most major thing is he did it by himself.
By himself. His own style.
Think about it.
He didn't have to sing.
Think about it when he first
like
came out. So T.I., even T.I.'s first album, I'm Serious, which is my favorite T.I. album, that a lot of people didn't know about.
Yeah.
Even on that, he was signed. He had a major deal.
Right, exactly.
He had a major
with
deal.
Arista, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was with, but I know he had a major deal.
He still was always signed.
When Jeezy came out, he had the DJ Drummer co-sign.
Right.
Then he had the Jay-Z co-sign.
Yeah.
Like, come on, it don't get no bigger than the Jay-Z co-sign.
And he was in Boys in the Hood.
Right.
Yeah.
So he had the Diddy co-sign too.
Yeah, the Diddy co-sign.
So that's what I'm saying.
He had all that.
Gucci was competing with them niggas with no cosigns.
Exactly.
It was just Gucci.
Street shit.
Just straight street.
And I'm talking about straight like
trap.
in the club. And I just used to, because I remember being in high school hearing about him. Then I remember he went to jail. Then he got out. And after he got out of jail, he just kept being so consistent.
Right.
And then next thing I know, we at Jackson State. And that song he had with OJ, The Juice Man is
Quarter
hot.
brick, half a brick.
Wasted went crazy.
I'm a dog.
It was just ridiculous.
Bricks.
And then for the fact, this is what I ended.
Bricks.
I ended on this note.
Bricks.
When he came out of jail this past time. Right. And just I saw how the industry reacted to him. And how he is right now.
Right.
Like he's one of the only artists that can still be relevant. Usually when you do reality shows, people just kind of count you out.
Yeah, they do.
But now, like Gucci can still come out and rise to the top of the charts. May not be number one, but that's Gucci. Yeah. He don't have to be number one.
He ain't got to be number one. He gonna do what he gonna do. Yeah. He gonna stay in his lane. He gonna stay true to himself. And Gucci works. Yo, before we end this, Gucci worked hard as hell. You understand when Gucci came out, he dropped 3 albums that year.
And all of them charted.
And it was fucking September when he came out.
Right. Yep.
Like,
and then that's what he's been doing since then, hustling. He has an autobiography out right now. He's got a biopic coming out pretty soon. So shout out to Gucci, man.
Shout out to Gucci, man.
That was today's episode of Res View. Hopefully you all learned a little bit about trap music if you didn't know. That's why I had this DJ right here. You know what I'm saying? He spins these records all the time. But shout out to the sub-genre of trap music within this genre of hip-hop. So, where can we find you again?
Hey, man, you know I'm on all social media at TheeDJPM. That's at the DJPM with 2 E's. Hashtag Let Me Be Great.
Hey, and you already know where to find me. If you don't know already, at JRed, at JAYR3D. Be on the lookout for my video. He's going to be in it. Yeah. It's coming out at the end of this month. But that's been this edition of Res View. Signing out, y'all.
Same old shit, just a different day. I'm clocking in and clocking out to keep the bills paid. At this 9 to 5 temporarily. If you're not trying to live your dream, we are not the same. Same old shit, just a different day. I'm clocking in and clocking out to keep the bills paid. At this 9 to 5 temporarily. If you're not trying to live your dream, we are not the same. No, we are not the same. We don't have the same thought patterns. I'm trying to fly up to the sky while you climb the ladder. I'm on a different path while you staying in your lane. Instead of buying a ticket, I'd rather be on stage. You rather follow procedures while I would take a chance. I'd rather find out for myself than wondering what if. You rather have a salary with 401k.